Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you
How
today?
are you? I'm good. Let's
I am good
see.
as well. I'm
Good. I
happy
don't see.
that it's not as hazy today and it actually feels pretty nice outside, even though I'm
Yeah.
already sweaty, but that's okay.
Well, at
The
least it
bees,
doesn't look so hazy out there
no, it
today.
doesn't. And the bees are out and about. It was crazy yesterday. They really weren't out foraging. So I'm hoping they're out and about and won't be super defensive when I go in here. It has been
Sure.
a couple since I've checked Hive, and this particular hive has the hog half in it, so I wanted to see the progress.
Okay. Yeah.
And what will you be
Good.
talking about today?
So today I'm just going to bottle up some of that honey that we had extracted. Was that last week or no, the week before, whenever that was, I
Okay.
had, and then I extracted another frame. So we're just going to talk about some bottling practices and some different bottle styles and what's best for you.
Oh,
Just some
great.
different bottling practices. Yep.
I love that. Well, it's good to see you
Yeah.
today. And thank you, everybody, for joining. If we missed you, we apologize, but we're here. Say hello. Let us know where you're from. And
Yes,
if
let us
you're in a
know.
smoky, hazy area or experiencing anything with these wildfires, leave us and how can we help you if possible?
Yes, let us know where you're at if you are experiencing these wildfire smokes. I know it doesn't look too hazy where Kim is now, but yesterday it was
Mm-hmm.
really bad in our area.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe the the index was really, really high. It wasn't the highest we've seen it. I know a few years back with the Canadian wildfires, it was really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. We are going to do a quick inspection and just see where they're at here. So we have a lot of bees in here. Oh, I don't know what they're, I don't think they're doing too much over here. Okay. Well, we'll see. See what's happening.
They're
I was going to
probably
try.
wondering. Oh,
What's that?
sorry. Oh, I was
Oh, no,
just
you're
gonna
fine.
say they're probably wondering what that is. Still curious about it.
Yeah. We'll see what they're up to. Oh. And do you have a certain style of jar you like to use when you
I
bottle?
do. I brought it with me today, of course. The Muth jar is my favorite.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's so pretty.
Yeah, I love it, and I like to when I'm done, I didn't bring one with me because I haven't done it yet, but I like to dip the tops in the beeswax to seal 'em.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
beautiful.
So I like to use that, but there are different styles. It just depends on what you're going
Mhm.
for. So if of course everybody wants presentable honey if you're gonna give it away, and we have lots of different styles of jars for that. So what do we have going on there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. They're just in it. I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see. They're in it and about, but nothing going on inside. But maybe they're busy elsewhere. Maybe they're like, what is
they,
this plastic contraption in here?
right.
So let's see what else they might be doing up here. And did you show your bottle and I missed it? It's
I
hard to
did.
see
I
with the
sh
glare. Oh,
that
I
is
see your
okay.
setup. That's great.
Mhm.
Oh, I love those jars. Does anybody have a particular style of jar they like to use? I'd say like our classic clean line or traditional clean line are probably very popular, especially
They
because of bee shows or honey shows, I should say.
I would definitely say they're probably our most popular. The 1 pound Queenland Classic, I would probably
Hmm.
say. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree.
Um, so and what do you think? Like your best practices for bottling honey, you wanna start with beautiful honey, yeah? So you just wanna
Hmm.
make sure that your honey is fully ripened.
That's
Has it
right.
been strained? If you want to strain it, I know some people, there's some, discussion out there because some people, I know Kim, you and I have discussed about suspending, chunk honey. So you don't always
Mhm,
strain it. Sometimes you do. So, but is it
mhm,
free of the wax and debris that
mhm.
you want it to be? And is the moisture content where it needs to be? So these are factors that you want to look in before you bottle it.
Very important for the moisture content.
Absolutely. And then once you've gotten all that decided, then you want to choose your right container. So I've just brought a few that I had here on hand. There's so many different styles of containers, and you always want to make sure that you're choosing the right container for you and
Mhm.
if you're going to be selling your honey as
Absolutely.
well.
And yeah, and labeling,
Absolutely. You
different
and
for
as
each
far as
state.
labeling goes too, you want to look into if you're going to be selling your honey. Make sure that you check with your state or check where you need to that you have everything on your label that's required because you don't want to
Mhm.
run into a situation where you don't have everything that's necessary on your label.
That's right.
And we have every kind of jar that you can store your honey in, from a honey bear all the way to a big jug. I personally, I do keep my personal honey. I'll keep them in the mooth jars if necessary, but that's more for giving away. I don't mind keeping my
Mhm.
honey. I'll even keep it in my 5-gallon pail if necessary. It's honey,
Right.
so I don't necessarily have to bottle it right away, but even if I wanted to bottle it in a 1-gallon container, I would. Kim, I know you and your husband do that as well, yeah?
That's correct. Yes. Yeah. We like to try different styles of jars. I know end of the oh, now I can't think of it offhand. I just know the code CN 142. They're the longer Paragon. He likes the Paragon. They're really
Okay,
pretty. They're 1 pound. And I like I like, which ones do I have I been using? I like a Mute. But usually I'll go for the hex, especially if I want to give gifts. I like the shape of it. So for gift giving, like a 6 ounce hex, especially if you don't know if somebody likes honey, or
sure.
the 9 ounce is great. And I like the Skep jar, and I can't think offhand what that product code is, but it's a 12 ounce Skep jar. I love that one. It's really pretty,
Mhm.
and I can get a nice label on there. We
I
don't
love the skep
necessarily
jar
label.
too.
What's that? Yeah, they were nice.
Mhm.
So I'm looking through here and there's not a lot of nectar. There's a lot of pollen up here. But um, the couple weeks ago that we were in here, I hadn't had my queen excluder on, so the queen was laying in the super. And so there was still a lot of eggs up here, and they may have just emerged. So they may have not filled it with anything else yet.
Um, Maybe not. Maybe they just haven't had a chance. Sorry, I was reading a comment from
Oh,
PJ. Hey,
yeah.
PJ, how's it going? Happy to see you in our live. We're happy you're here.
How's PJ doing?
I hope PJ's well.
This
How
seems
are your
really,
bees this season?
but this hive is doing well. There's a lot of bees up here.
Mhm.
Some drone comb maybe that hasn't emerged yet because it was just a couple of weeks ago that we did this.
Yeah, it was what, 2, 3 weeks ago maybe?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago? Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. I probably won't check them next week, but the week after will be interesting to see if they've started filling it with some nectar. I mean, there is some in here. and everything's drawn out nicely. So I think I had a couple frames in here, like this one in particular, that wasn't drawn out. I couldn't find our drawn out frames, and then I since found them. So I brought some down just in case I would need them. This one has
Oh,
some nectar in it, real shiny. Can you see it? Here, very shiny. I don't know if you can see with the glare.
I think, yeah, possibly.
It's hard to see what shows up on camera. So they're doing what they do. I'm not going to inspect the bottom box because we just did that a couple weeks ago. The
Mm-hmm.
cleaner's down there. Everything seems well up here. So I'm just gonna close this up. I may check the other one since we have some time.
Oh,
And
good.
did anyone have any questions out there for us?
I do not see any questions, but PJ said that he's great. Bees are doing good and hoping for a harvest. So that's
Wonderful.
good to hear.
Yeah, we're at the almost the end of July, so I would think there'll be a bunch of beekeepers harvesting.
I would think so. Yeah.
I think I might put this here a little more. Maybe I'll put it more in the center. Let's see if that helps. I mean, they're definitely interested. I mean, as you could look now, they're like really in there.
Well,
So,
that's because you called them out, right?
yeah, they're like, don't
So
say
now they
anything.
want to be
But
all
I'm
over it
glad.
because they know they're on TikTok Live right now.
It was also towards the edge, so I don't know. First time using it, so we'll see how it goes and we'll keep you in the loop. And if anyone else has used it, please let me know because I would love to hear your experience.
And again, that is the hog half comb, right?
Yeah. Now the hog half comb is for this is for a medium box. We do sell a super no, I'm sorry, a shallow. I think you can get like a whole 10 frame of them in the shallow size.
Let me look at the hog half comb.
Like a kit. Ah, there we go.
Has anyone pulled supers for harvest yet?
Oh yeah, that's good because where are you from?
Yeah, let us know where you're from if you've pulled yet, how much you've taken. Yeah, there's
Have
the
you?
complete shallow frame too.
Okay. Yeah.
So the medium frame, the shallow frame, and then the refills, it looks like, are available.
Oh, you know what I brought? I didn't see any hive beetles, but I did cut up some sheets. Maybe I'll just stick them up there anyway.
Oh, we got 7 gallons in Maryland. That's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, gosh, almost on my truck. The hive beetle sheets are so large that when I think of it, I try to cut them.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I don't see any up here, like I said, but since my honey super's on, we don't want to take a chance. So we're gonna put this up here in the inner cover. I don't know if I'll
Now
be taking. Oh, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. I just since and I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm so
Oh no, you're
sorry.
fine.
Have you noticed, and I know last year when we started doing our lives, we had quite the issue with hive beetles,
We
yes?
did. It was crazy. The overtaking of hive beetles everywhere. Really, it was.
Mhm.
Seems like in all most states, at least that I talked to.
Correct. So this year, I know in my own hives, I haven't seen near as many. And I know when you've worked your hives, you haven't seen quite the number either, yeah?
Right, that's correct.
Mhm.
Why does that happen? I don't know enough about hive beetle population to know. It must, I'm sure it has something to do with the weather, but the weather I feel like
Sure.
has been pretty, I mean, no, it's been dry, but then we do get a bunch of rain. I don't know.
I don't
Somebody
know.
chime in if you can if you know.
And then what
I
about
know
everyone?
sure it has something to do with weather.
I think it does have something to do with the humidity and the
Yeah,
amount of sun that so I'm sure you're absolutely correct. Think it has everything to do with the weather. And I
yeah,
know while it does seem like we had quite a bit of rain because we did in that one span of time, I think we've had a pretty maybe dry summer this far.
probably.
So,
I don't think I pay
mhm.
enough attention. I just know when it rains, so I don't have to water my garden.
Right, that's true. That is
But I do
true.
think, obviously, with what's going on around us, it's, probably pretty dry out there, so that probably has something to
Yeah.
do with it. I do know that it seemed to not matter where the hives were placed. We always suggest in a full sun environment, but
Mhm.
even those in full sun, we're getting hive beetles,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
this must be a thing from year to year that changes. We'll have to look for some studies if there's been anything on it. Oh, this is, oh God, I feel like there's a lot of bees in here.
Okay, looks like that so that's the same for you there in Maryland too with the high that's good to know because, it was so bad last year with those
But
hive beetles, and
yeah,
I feel like we heard that from a lot of
yeah,
customers too.
I think so. I don't know if you can see here, but they propolised this bee towel.
Oh, that's so nice.
That was nice of them. They didn't want it to go anywhere. I'm gonna
They didn't.
change it out with a
They were
different
just
one.
helping you out.
I have not been in this hive in some time, so it's gonna be
I was
really.
gonna say, which hive is this?
This is the original that I took and did the split with,
Okay.
and oh, they really purpled that. Oh, I can smell it. They don't want me in
Smell
here,
that
that's for
honey?
sure. Oh, I don't have my excluder on, so we'll see what we've got going on up here. Oh, I see some honey capped up here.
Okay.
This one, I think I left as a 9 frame. Yeah, I wanted to leave it as a 9 frame.
So while you're looking at that, let me ask you a question. And
Okay.
I know everybody has a opinion about this. Do you prefer plastic or glass when you're storing your honey or when you're going to bottle?
I think I do both. I probably prefer glass, but
Okay.
for convenience, I love the squeeze bottles. The
Yes.
inverted
Yes.
squeeze bottles, they have such a nice look to them. You can store it either way, but I like to put the lid down,
Mhm.
especially when you're running low. It's just easy to get it out and then you squirt it right in your mouth. so So yeah, economically, it's probably better to go with glass, but I do like the plastic, and it's for us. So honestly, I will clean the lid, but I'll
Yeah.
just put more honey in there. We don't dip into it and with anything.
Mhm.
So, and it's just for us. So we're just reusing the same ones, so they do last a long time.
I like plastic too, because you know me, I'm prone to the clumsy. So
Yeah,
I will absolutely throw a bottle of honey or drop it and have. So of course it's not easy to break a plastic bottle of honey. So
that's
I like that.
true.
And it's
Yeah,
light
that's
too,
very light. I
lightweight.
like that.
But yeah, the glass, I mean, I do like the look of the glass.
Oh, this is heavy.
How heavy is that? What are you thinking?
I mean, it's not super heavy. It's probably maybe 2 pounds. Maybe but there's like half brood. So that's the bad thing when you have one brood box and then you use a medium. So I'm gonna have a mix of brood and honey. So if I do want to just if they're not making frames with just honey, I might want to consider putting an excluder on.
Yeah.
The other side is dripping out. So there's a mix of nectar and honey in this one. This one has a mix of brood and capped honey.
Okay. That's quite the frame.
Yep. Now, if you had decided, like, if you had meant to put an excluder on and you forgot and you're thinking, oh no, they're laying up here, or the queen is laying up here, what do I do? Well, what you could do is make sure the queen isn't up here in this particular box. Shake the
Mhm.
bees down as best you can, but especially make sure the queen is in your brood box. Put your excluder on and then let all the bees emerge. And that's what happened with the first hive we looked at. Eventually, they're all going to emerge and be baby bees, and the queen won't be able to go up in there and lay. But you have the bees up there tending to brood and then getting started. So they would probably go through the excluder a lot easier than if you just put an excluder on with not drawn out frames, because sometimes they think of that as a barrier and they won't come up.
Right.
So, and some people never use excluders. Maybe they'll just add on another box, and then the queen typically wouldn't go up to that third box. I only have two boxes on, so I'm not surprised.
But you always use an excluder, yes?
I do, but I didn't for this one. I just wanted to see what would happen. So if
Yeah.
anything, I can always go get one and put it on. I was just kind of wanting to see what was going to happen. There's a mix here too. There's some drone brood and some capped honey. And in this side here, let me show you. There is just drone brood, and this is the thing that will happen when you go to take your frames apart. You're going to end up sometimes ripping that open. And it's
Yeah.
okay because I'm just going to remove this. It's like a burr situation anyway, as they are doing it away from the foundation. So maybe this frame needs to be waxed a little bit more. But I don't, that's fine. I'm just going to remove the whole thing. I don't, it's okay. But really, I should have brought like a little bucket to put it in because I don't like to leave remnants here just in case if I don't need a bear to like get any ideas. So I'll have to clean it up later.
Yeah. And that's a good point and something that I don't know. I'm sure you saw it on the Facebook, sorry, the our group that
Yeah.
a lot of people first time, your first harvest and some common mistakes and people harvesting outside or bottling outside and how that was quite a mistake
Mhm.
on their part. Have you ever experienced anything like that yourself?
Well, yeah, like my first year of extracting a couple frames, sometimes you get so excited you don't think to bring everything with you. So I go to take a frame out and I'm so excited
Mhm.
and get the bees off and I'm like, "Oh shoot, where am I going to put it?" You don't want to do
Right.
all the work of, getting the bees off. You need to put it in a container with a lid. So I had to scrounge around. Luckily, we had extra nuke boxes with lids, so I just quick put it in there, and then I took it away from the apiary, so only had a few stragglers on there, which was fine. But you
Mhm.
learn from doing things like that, and I mean, I'll still forget things here and there, like my frame perch every now and then.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
this frame, um, they're really just doing like burr comb here, and not much here. I have a frame that's was extracted, so I'm gonna put that in because it's already got some drawn out comb on it since they're not really working on that one.
Now, when you're done, so when you're done extracting, like if you're going to extract this year, do you put your wet frames back into your hive? What do you do with those frames?
Yes, I would put them back when we use our extractor.
Mhm.
Sometimes we'll replace at the same time if we have enough. Like if I'm just taking a few frames and I have a few frames already like this, I'll
Yes,
take
ma'am.
out those to extract and replace with something like this right away. Otherwise, we'll try to extract as quickly as possible and then put those frames back in.
Right. I
So
know I
this
have
one,
these wet frames here. Okay, yeah,
I'm going to put this in for them.
there you go. I had to go throw them back down in my hives, I think, at some point.
Yeah, and sometimes you can't. So that's another thing. If you don't think you're going to be able to replace those frames right away, it's best to try to put some in if you can, or else they're just going to utilize all that empty space.
Yeah, make a mess.
And I know they don't like to be bothered too much, and they've done so much hard work that every time we come in here, we just rip it apart. So that's another thing I learned as a first time beekeeper. I wanted to go in there all the time. I was so curious about them. I thought it was such a cool thing to watch. So I would be going in there just pulling apart, wanting to see what they're doing, not realizing that that was setting them back. So it takes some
Mhm.
time to realize the fine line, as we've talked about before, of how often to go in your hives, how often should you inspect, when to leave them alone.
Yep.
So yeah, it's difficult sometimes to figure that out because you do need to see what's going on. I'm actually not gonna probably look too much more because they're kind of all together, and I don't want to rip apart good brood. So
I do not blame you.
they're doing great. I don't think they mind this weather at all. So it must be better today.
Yeah, it doesn't look that hazy at all there for you.
How about where you are?
No, it's fine.
Yesterday. How crazy was that when we were
It
out
was
and about?
awful. I am going to grab a jar since you are putting your frames back in, and I'm going to get
Oh,
ready to bottle
oh,
some
can't wait.
honey here.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's
And do you
see.
still have your wax cappings on top there?
I do have some on top there. Yeah. Mhm.
Do you want to show how it looks? Because it's kind of crazy, like when you start and everything's all liquidy and then when the honey, seeps out from those wax cappings, it almost looks dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. One moment. See. Yeah, here's the wax capping. So that's what I have scraped off of the frames. And I'll render that down. So I'll use that for, actually, I'll probably use some of this for what we're doing Tuesday night.
Oh, okay, great. Oops, I forgot to take my
Yeah.
fan switch off.
So I'm just going to start off. Let's see. Can you guys? Okay. We actually will do a clean line here. So we'll just start. Now, I always wipe the lids just to make it easier, or the rims, and I've already wiped these prior to our live today. So we're just gonna go ahead and bottle.
Okay.
See,
I have to get up close to see.
no, can you
It's
not
just my
see
big
it?
face.
If you
Oh,
can't
another
see it,
thing I forgot to mention, if you do end up scraping off some of your drone comb and it breaks apart, you can check to see if you see any mites on them.
for sure. Yeah,
So
I don't know if you can see it going or
it's
not.
so squishy. I don't see it.
You always want to make sure to leave some room at the top too, because honey will expand as it heats. So you just want to make sure to leave a little bit of room for your honey to expand there. And we have our honey.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Do you want me to
That's
do?
perfect. Yeah, let me hear it.
With
Yes.
So there's
Do you
that
want
one.
do you want to hear what the bees are doing? Watch, look at how they got their butts up. Can you hear it?
I can barely hear them, but yes.
They're fanning.
Let me try a mooth jar.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Is anybody out in their apiaries today or planning on going out today? And how hot is it where you are? It's actually not bad here, but I'm still sweating.
Well, you've been busy working.
But I like the way my skin tone looks.
Oh,
Oh, and I did want to mention too, I brought my feather just in case if I was going to take a frame that had capped honey. I like to
oh,
scrape
okay.
with one of my bird feathers. You don't have to do this, but in my experience, they don't like the bee brush. Or personally, next time if I were to get a bee brush, I would get the premium because it's softer. Um,
Yeah.
but they don't seem to mind to be brushed with this. It's gentle. So that's what I was going to use. I know you've used one of your turkey feathers.
Yep. I like to use the turkey feather.
Oh, I'm gonna add another. Wonder if we'll purplize this one. But again, I didn't see any hive beetles in this hive either. So
That's good.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely think weather plays probably everything into that.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see. And here is this one.
Oh, that's beautiful. Those are really
Yeah,
beautiful jars.
they are. I love them so much. Oh, I didn't say how I clean my bottles, PJ. It is okay. I actually will just run mine right through the dishwasher, my glass ones,
Hmm.
and my plastic. I will put top shelf dishwasher.
Okay.
What about you, Kim?
Same.
Okay,
I don't see
so
any
that's
mites
all I'm gonna.
on these. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I think that's pretty much all I do have in there to bottle right now. So we got
Well,
two
now you
nice jars
have
of it.
two fresh bottles.
That's right, two fresh bottles.
These larvae, look how big. I don't know if you can, look how big the drone larva is. Where do you see it?
I know
So big. I don't see
they're
any
so
mites on
big.
them. So that's a good sign. I need to do a mite
That is,
check. This is the time to do your mite check, everybody.
do your mite checks, know what your mite threshold is, and then plan for your summer treatments for sure. Now is
Mm-hmm.
the time to do that. Especially if you're about to go into your dearth, you can do your treatments that you have to pull your supers. This would be a great time if you're going into your dearth.
Oh, good idea.
And then
And I
you
know,
can harvest and treat.
oh, I got some more propolis here. Okay. Well, I could have left that on because I'm going to be taking this frame, but just getting the strawberries off. Maybe the next time I check, there'll be more going on. I think I'm like
Yeah.
a week or two behind here of a lot of other folks.
Well, we did have like that entire week of rain. Yeah. So
Yeah. And I also put these on kind of late, I think.
we'll just say it's the week of rain. Don't blame yourself.
Well, it's funny how you can change as a beekeeper. I went from wanting to inspect all the time to now like, oh, I should let them alone and see what they do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm a little too laxed, but they seem to be doing fine. So,
I mean, they look like they're doing great, so I
yeah.
think you're doing just. I'm the same way though. Mine's for
Mhm.
a little different. I mean, but also the same. I don't feel like I need to be in there all the time. But
Mhm.
living so far away from my bee yard, I don't necessarily get in there every day, nor do I want to drive down
And
there every
yeah,
day.
that's a whole different approach. You really have to be more prepared when you go there. I
Oh
can
yeah,
run to the house and get something if I forget it, but if you forget it, that's a whole other
we
thing.
definitely have gotten all the way to our bee yard, which is, we'll say it's an hour away, and realize we forgot our smoker. So preparedness
Mhm.
is everything. Even if you do live, like if your bee yard is in your yard, preparedness is everything. You never know
Mhm.
what's going to happen. Even
That's
if
true.
all of your items are only 5 minutes away, you
Mhm.
still could need them right then and there. So
Sure, it'll save you time and energy. That's for
yeah.
sure.
Hmm.
Mhm. But it also depends on what your goal is, on like what kind of a beekeeper you want to be. I mean, if your primary goal is to get honey and sell it, then of course you'll need to be a little more proactive than Steph and I, and you'll want to be doing something a little bit different so that you can be sure to get more of that honey that you're needing if you have sales or whatever's going
Yeah.
on.
Absolutely. I don't know that I have a main focus with my beekeeping. I think I mainly, and I know we've talked about this before, I think beekeeping just keeps me grounded. I enjoy
Mhm.
being with the bees, I enjoy learning about it. I enjoy sharing my experiences with you and my friends that are beekeepers too. So harvest really isn't like a
Mhm.
thing for me. I enjoy seeing all the beauty they bring to the area that my bees are in, because I have seen a huge just increase in blooms and such over the years that I've had them there. So
Right.
maybe I should focus on what my beekeeping purpose is and see what I should be doing and have
But
more
that
of a focus
that
on
might be your
beekeeping.
purpose,
Maybe.
you
Maybe. What
know?
about you? I know you're kind of the same, though. You like to dabble in a little bit of everything with beekeeping, yeah?
Yeah, I just enjoy doing it.
Mm.
I like seeing them when I go out of the house. I was gonna make a post later. They lately have been all coming out around like between 4:30 and 5 o'clock every day. And like a whole lot of bees, like hundreds of bees doing orientation flights,
Yeah.
almost like rush hour traffic you know, on the highway. And that's a perfectly normal thing for them to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very interesting to see, and at first, it looks like they could be swarming, so that's why it's nice to just watch and see what happens, and you'll be able to recognize, swarming versus hundreds of bees emerging as new bees and doing an orientation flight, or turning into their forager, uh, bee era. You'll be able to recognize their hive when they come back. But I'd like to just see what they're doing and make sure that they're healthy and that everything's going well. Otherwise, everything else is a bonus.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Hmm. Well, I don't think I have any more honey to bottle. I know we talked about, different types of bottles. We do have all sorts of different types of labels too to match all of our different bottles. So, and we have new labels as of this year, I believe, right? They came out earlier this
Yes,
year, or maybe,
they're so
and
pretty.
they are. Take a look at those. But give us a call if you have any questions about um, the different packaging available, different labeling available. We're always happy to help
Mhm.
get you started in that and let you know what's out there for you, just depending on what needs you have, for sure.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, Mian. Well, I don't have anything more. Did you have anything more?
I don't. I don't. So thank you for sharing that. And I love seeing your honey. It's very beautiful.
Well, I do have a comment here. PJ says, I just love being around the bees and the therapy they've given me.
Hmm.
I, I now know why I'm crazy. I get it. I get it. I do love being around the bees. They are therapy for me too. They're just so amazing to be around. I think one thing they've definitely taught me is patience.
Absolutely.
Patience for sure. Yeah. So patience has been something the bees have taught me. Maybe they'll teach me more because sometimes I need it.
That's true. Me too.
Okay, girl. Well, thank you so much. I enjoyed seeing
Thank
your
you.
cat, and it was nice talking to everybody. I know this is a weird day for us, but I think next week too we're on a we'll figure it out. We'll post it out there. You guys know how to find it. We'll let you know
Hmm.
where we'll be.
Yes, we might be
Okay.
doing something extra too, so we'll be sure to let you know.
For sure, for sure. Okay, thank you so
Thank you,
much, and I'll
everybody.
talk to you again.
Bye, Steph. It was good to see you today.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.